Joining us now is the governor of the state of New Hampshire, Chris Sununu. Thank you, Governor, for coming in.
A lot of energy there last night, huh?
Well, there is. That's what happens at a rally for the president. He claims he's going to win here in I believe he said a landslide. He lost here last time around, but barely. 0.4%.
Yeah.
Hillary Clinton. How do you look at New Hampshire in 2020?
Yeah. Well, a couple things. First, in New Hampshire, we're a very purple state, so a landslide could be 2%, right? And that's kind of the way it rolls here. Our economy is strong. There's no doubt about that. What he's been able to do with his tax cuts, regulatory reform, USMCA agreement. So our trade with Canada, very important here in New Hampshire. Those are a lot of things he can take and share a lot of the credit in. The fact that we are the #1 state for pro-business right now. We are the #1 state for economic opportunity, more jobs available, lowest poverty rate, one of the lowest unemployment rates. All these amazing statistics create opportunity not for government, for the individual, for families. They're making more money, they're doing better, they have more opportunity. That's what people want in the live, fear, die state.
Now, that said, in the Democratic primary, which is the only primary that's being heavily contested, there still is some enthusiasm there, although we'll see. The turnout in Iowa wasn't what some of the Democrats had hoped it would be. But you hear from voters, we talked to a lot of them, that acknowledge that. And for example, I was talking to a physician last night at a Pete Buttigieg event. He said, yeah, you're right, the economy is strong on a macro basis, the stock market, all the rest. But, and then the but usually turns to personality or something like that, and maybe they're not satisfied with how President Trump handles himself. What do you say?
Well, look, at the end of the day, come November, people, if that's the real issue, they're going to say, well, I don't like his tone, so I'm going to vote for a socialist and drive big government socialist ideals here for this country and bring our economy to a screeching halt for themselves and their family. No, it's just not going to happen. It's really not. So I know that there's a very galvanized base right now on the Democrat side. They're investing a lot of money in this campaign, but at the end of the day, the economy wins out.
Now, you're looking at this from an interesting perspective as the Republican governor of a state that's holding this Democratic contested primary. It's almost like a team, right, that has won their round in the playoffs.
That's right.
And you're like, well, who are we going to play in the next round? So you have a rooting interest from that point because you want the easier opponent. That said, who do you think is going to win tonight?
I think Bernie Sanders will win, but not by nearly as much as he should have. We were discussing earlier, back in 2016, he had 150,000 votes.
Yeah.
He'll be lucky to get 75 or 80. So that means about 70 to 80,000 voters are walking away from Bernie Sanders.
Even though it's a bigger field, your point.
Bigger field,
right.
But he's been here longer. He's done it twice. He's got a much stronger and should have had a much stronger ground game, but he's actually losing actual voters. So he should have done much better here. Buttigieg is closing the gap, and there's no doubt that Amy Klobuchar is surprising a lot of folks. She's gritty. She's very straightforward. She's very genuine and authentic, and that is what really gets it done for New Hampshire.
Could a candidate like that, Amy Klobuchar, even Mayor Buttigieg, I go out further and say Mayor Bloomberg later on, could a candidate like that really give President Trump a run for his money in the fall?
Bloomberg, no, because he'll never get the nomination. The socialists will never let an out-of-touch old white billionaire that's trying to buy an election actually get the election. That's just not going to happen. I don't believe it. Now, he's going to win a lot of delegates. He's going to be part of that brokered convention, which is likely going to come here.
You think that's happening?
How could it not? I mean, Bernie's going to get a lot of votes in delegates. Biden is going to do well in the South. There's no doubt about that. Buttigieg will not. He'll do okay in the Midwest and some of the other states. Bloomberg will do well in some of the southern states and out west. And at the end of the day, you're going to get three moderate candidates bashing against three socialist candidates. It's going to be a very ugly brokered convention that's going to give a lot of momentum and a big gap for the president to win in November.
You're like that team sitting out. You don't know whether to practice or not, and you're waiting for your opponents to fight it out in the end. But good to see you, Governor.
Hey, thank you
very
anytime.
much for coming in. Thank you for having us here in New Hampshire.
You bet.
We appreciate it.